everyone and welcome back to Nightmare Gaming. My name is Anthony and welcome to my 2000th video special. Now, this video is going to be a lot like my 1000th special. It's going to involve me going through the list of my top 5 and my bottom 5 most and least favourite games on this channel. The only rule is nothing that appeared in my 1000th video list can appear here, because otherwise there would be some repetition, which we don't want. But hell guys, I've played a lot of fucking games. I started this channel on the 24th of June 2014. That was nearly 5 years ago now. And first and foremost, I want to do something we did in that first video and just have a list of all the games that we've played since the channel started. So here you go. Okay, so now, let's jump in, shall we? First off, we've got an honourable mention, which is Perception. I first played this game on the 1st of June 2017, and it finished on the 22nd of June 2017. Now, this game you play as a blind person, and you're finding your way around a house to try and work out the ghosts of your past. It was a very, very good game. Now, why isn't this game in my top 5? Well, unfortunately, there was a little break in it, where if you did things in a certain way and on certain systems, a level was broken. Now, when I went looking for a solution to this, the devs had been really good and they'd uploaded a save file right before that point that had the level intact, which fixed the bug. Later on, they did patch the game, the bug was no longer there, but unfortunately, when I came to play it, it was broken. I did have to get this save file to help, which sucks, which is the only reason it's not in my top 5 good games, but still a really top-notch game. Okay, now let's get on with the list, guys. Coming in at number 5, we have Foul Play. Now, I played this game on the 11th of January 2016 and finished this game on the 18th of March 2016. Now, this game was a co-op game. I played this with Philantropico, and it was really different. It brought me back to the couch co-op style of games, not the online multiplayer games we have now. It was done in a Sherlock Holmesy style where you've got to go through levels, beating up bad guys, solve a couple of puzzles, and what you actually discover at the end is this game is done as if you are watching a play at the theatre, and it's actually a play within a play, and it's brilliant. It's a really good game, lots of fun. I enjoyed doing it, and it was one of the first games I ever did with Tropico, so it was good to play with her. You guys seem to enjoy it, and that's why it's number 5. Number 5 on the bad list, though, Seed. I played this game as part of my 2017 12 Scares of Christmas, and it came out on the 22nd of December. This game had built itself up to be really scary and have a lot of little elements to it. It fucking wasn't. It was a bad Slender clone. Even for an indie game, the graphics were low quality, and I'm not talking like a pixelated horror game, I'm just saying they were shit. It was terrible, and the game wasn't even scary. It just wasn't fun at all. I didn't enjoy it. There was nothing redeeming, really, about this game. Back on the good side, number 4, Life is Strange Season 1. Now, this was an episodic game, and it ran from June 1st, 2015 to November 6th, 2015. The reason I love this game is there was a focus on core characters. It really fleshed out the main protagonist and antagonist, so you felt you knew them very well. It had a much tighter focus on not only story but gameplay elements and the mechanics of time travel within the game. It brought out a different kind of story game than others that were out at the time. It very much was a change from the Telltale, which was all we had until this point. Life is Strange, I felt, came out and it really changed the way we looked at story games such as the Telltale series. And finally, it was much easier to connect with the characters because they were so fleshed out. You felt if one of them got hurt, you felt the pain. If one of them was happy, you felt happy. And so on and so forth, making this a really good game and something very different to the normal story games. Life is Strange Season 1 at number 4. And number 4, we're continuing the theme of horror over on this list with our Halloween 2015 special, Anna Extended Edition. The reason this game's down on this bad list is quite simply, it was trying to do way too much. It was a horror puzzle game with cheesy jump scares, but so many puzzles. There was so much shit to do in what promised to be a sort of a 2-hour game. You ended up playing for sort of 5-6 hours. Because you got bits for one puzzle and then had to go do something else, and you'd forget about this, and so much back and forth, and to and fro-ing, and roundabout, and you ended up needing a walkthrough. I know I did, and that doesn't make a good game. If your game needs a walkthrough to get through it, you've not necessarily made an amazing game, especially when you forget about stuff you got at the beginning of the game and don't use till near the end. Needed a tighter focus on the puzzles and game design. Stripping them down a little bit would have made it a lot better, and getting rid of some of the cheesy jump scares. Come on, guys. It was 2015. Maybe the game came out a bit earlier, but still, it needed improving and could have been quite easily. That's why this game is number 4 on the bad list. Back with the good side of the force, at number 3, meaning it wins the bronze controller, we have Outlast. And I played this game from the 18th of August 2014 to the 30th of August 2014, making it the oldest game on this list. It's actually scary, which is why it did so well. It's actually a scary game. You know, there's horror elements in it. You feel like you need to run and hide, and you want to fight, but you can't. There's no fighting, so it's kind of run away. There was a much more focused element on making it scary. A lot of survival horror games at the time had a lot of puzzles. This didn't really. It was sort of go here to try and escape. Oh shit, I've gone here, something's gone wrong. You guys know Outlast, you know it's a scary game, and that's what I like. There weren't so many puzzles. Like with Amnesia, that had its puzzles, but this game had a much tighter focus on its horror element. There are also your different enemies. Most of the time in horror games, enemies are supernatural and ghosty, and although Outlast did have that, most of the enemies you met throughout the game were just people. There was nothing special about them, except they were really scary. Congratulations, Outlast, on winning the bronze controller. But over on the bad side, we have the winner of the bronze turd, Outlast 2. Now, I played this game on the 26th of April 2017 to the 2nd of June 2017. Now, this game had already been delayed the once. It was supposed to come out in October of 2016, but failed to do so because apparently they wanted to make it better. This game was not better. I believe that the only reason it was released is it tried to capitalize on the success of Outlast, and they really didn't know what they wanted to do. They ended up with Running Simulator 2017, if you ask me, because that's all I seemed to do was just run with no direction, no clue really what I was meant to be doing until a cutscene slapped me in the face and told me, oh, you're looking for your missing wife. Fuck that, I would be gone from this place, but you won't let me, will you, game? I was tempted a couple of times to put down the game and never finish it, but I did. Outlast 2 tried more to focus on supernatural elements, unlike Outlast 1, which focused on the scary people. And Outlast 2 made one final mistake of giving you the scariest enemy 5 minutes into the game, meaning that every other enemy you faced throughout the rest of the game just wasn't that scary, and it got boring. Congratulations, Outlast 2, because of trying to capitalise on the success of Outlast 1 and bringing us shit, you win the bronze turd. back over in Happy Sunshine Village, we have the winner of the Silver Controller, Kingdom Hearts 1, which I played from the 22nd of April 2016 to the 19th of June 2016. Now, I played this game many years ago when it first came out on the PS2, and when I first played it, it had a different feel. It wasn't like a Final Fantasy game, but it didn't feel like a Disney game either. It felt like a nice mix of the two. Now, this game is a little bit long, but not too long, unlike its sequel, Kingdom Hearts 2, which, when you had to revisit the worlds a second time, did start to feel a little bit long. The reason this game didn't come in at number 1, it started the most convoluted storyline in gaming ever that I've ever come across. And I played a lot of games. And this game, my god, you started something, and I don't think you knew what you started, but you started it. And as you know, at the time of this video, we're currently trying to figure out that storyline with the third game. Oh dear, Kingdom Hearts, what did you get me into? But all I can say is, well done, you win the Silver Controller. Returning to the bad, the ugly, and the stinky, the winner of our Silver Poop Trophy, number 2 on this bad list, Injustice 2, which came out on the 7th of February 2018 through to the 13th of April 2018. The issue I have with this game is, again, it was trying to capitalize on its prequel, which was a much better, much tighter game. Now, although I'm not saying Injustice Gods Among Us was a perfect game, and there were bugs in it, Injustice 2 developers did promise us that they would fix bugs that were present in this game, and when I played it, I'll tell you this, those bugs weren't fixed. There was still the spammy bullshit from the first game, which was one thing they promised that the AI would have patched out, but it didn't. The story didn't really seem to matter. All the developers seemed to want was another fight between Batman and Superman, which is what you could end up with. Also, the game ruined any potential for any future sequels by having an ultimate good or an ultimate bad ending, meaning that an Injustice 3 with possible bug fixes and a better combat system just isn't on the cards at this point. So congratulations, Injustice 2. You not only earned yourself the Silver Turd Trophy, you also ruined any chance of a sequel for the foreseeable future. And here we are, number 1 on our good list and winner of the Golden Controller, we have Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Now, I played this game on the 4th of May 2018 and finished it on the 11th of July 2018, making it the newest game on this list. Now, this game was very interesting, set in sort of your Norse mythology era. It was a hard game, but it wasn't too hard. It found that nice balance between Super Mario Sunshine and Dark Souls. It really found that balance with its combat, and I enjoyed that so much. A very interesting story about trying to find your love along with your mother and your place in the world. So it was interesting in that, going into hell, very interesting story. The side parts of the game weren't hard to find. They were hidden, but they weren't too hidden, so anyone could find them. It made you feel good about yourself. And the puzzles. Finally, I want to touch on the puzzles. They were different. Unlike use key to unlock door, they were time travel puzzles. They were looking through the world in a different way puzzles. That made this game so much more enjoyable. So, congratulations, Hellblade. Along with all your other awards, have the Golden Controller, something I'm giving you, making you one of my top 2 games in 2,000 videos. And here we have it. Number 1 for the worst game I have played in 2,000 videos. The Hatman Shadow Ward. Now, I played this game on December the 18th, 2015, as part of the 2015 12 Scares of Christmas, and the reason this game wins the Golden Turd is because it just can't decide what it wants to do. Does it want to be a puzzle game? Does it want to be a horror game? Does it want to be an action game? Does it want to be an adventure game? Does it want to be a sci-fi game? It just can't decide. There's no horror elements to it, at least nothing from what I saw. And finally, the game is called The Hatman, and I didn't even see the Hatman during my playthrough. Yes, I ended it a little bit prematurely, but it wasn't an enjoyable game, and I've not seen anybody get further than I did either. So you not only made a game that's practically unplayable, you made a game that people just give up playing. So congratulations, developers, you won yourself the golden shit for Hatman, the Shadow Ward. And that is it, everyone. Thank you everyone so much for watching my 2000th video. I want to thank everyone who's ever been involved with this channel. Shadow Redfield, Tedrickson, Philanthropico, Ginger Skull, Aletas, the Coded Dragon, Jesus H. Christ. There are so many people, the Grimple Cheese, and all the people that have been an inspiration to this channel. You know, Video Game Carnage, Tears of Grace, they're two main inspirations I pulled from for this channel. But there are so many others. I just want to thank everyone for supporting this channel for 2,000 videos. Tomorrow, more Kingdom Hearts as per usual. So, yeah guys, thank you everyone so much for watching my 2000th video. And let's see what the future brings. And as always, have a good day and a scary night. Bye-bye.
And that's the end of the video, everyone. If you like what you saw, click that like button. If you'd like to see more, remember to subscribe. Check out my previous video on screen now, and with a bit of luck, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.